Hey friends, before we start, I want you to do something for me. Just for a second, close your eyes. Imagine you are living in the year 1840. You have a broken leg or maybe a tumor on your neck. You go to the doctor and he tells you the only way to survive is surgery. But there is a problem. There is no magic injection. There is no going to sleep. You are going to be tied down to a wooden table with leather straps. 4 strong men will hold you down so you don't thrash around. And the surgeon, he is going to cut into your flesh while you are fully awake, fully conscious, and feeling every single second of it. Welcome to the world before anesthesia. It sounds like a horror movie, right? But for thousands of years, this was the reality. Speed was the only mercy. The best surgeons weren't the smartest ones, they were the fastest ones. Some could amputate a leg in under 30 seconds. Why? Because if they took any longer, the patient would die from the shock of the pain. But then, on a cold October morning in 1846, everything changed. One moment, humanity was screaming in agony. The next, there was silence. Today on Turning Point, we are looking at the invention that conquered our biggest fear, pain. So how did this miracle emerge? Actually, it didn't start in a hospital. It started at parties. In the early 1800s, people used to inhale something called ether or nitrous oxide, laughing gas at parties to get high and act silly. They would fall down, bump their legs, but, and here is the key, they wouldn't feel any pain until the next morning. Enter our protagonist, William Morton. He wasn't a prestigious surgeon, he was a dentist. And honestly, he was looking for fame and money. He realized that if he could pull teeth without pain, he would be rich. On October 16, 1846, at Massachusetts General Hospital, history was about to be made. The patient was a young man named Gilbert Abbott. Morton placed a glass inhaler over Abbott's mouth. Abbott's eyes closed. He fell into a deep sleep. The surgeon made the cut. Silence, no screaming. When the surgery was over, Dr. Warren turned to the crowd and said, "Gentlemen, this is no humbug." Okay, so we know it works. But how? Many people think anesthesia is just deep sleep. It's not. It is actually closer to a reversible coma. When you are awake, your nerves are like telephone wires sending messages to your brain. You stub your toe, the nerve says ouch, and your brain processes pain. General anesthesia basically hacks this system. Imagine your brain is a busy office with phones ringing everywhere. Anesthesia comes in and unplugs all the phones. The lights are on, but nobody is answering. You are essentially paused. Of course, playing God with human consciousness comes with a price. The first recorded death happened just 2 years later. A 15-year-old girl named Hannah Greener died instantly after inhaling chloroform for a toenail removal. And remember Horace Wells, the rival dentist? His story is tragic. He became obsessed, went insane experimenting on himself, and eventually committed suicide in prison, ironically, by using anesthesia to numb the pain of cutting his own artery. The man who tried to kill pain died by it. Today, anesthesia is incredibly safe, but there are rules. You know how doctors say, do not eat 8 hours before surgery? They aren't trying to starve you. If you have food in your stomach, you might vomit into your lungs while asleep. It can be deadly, so please listen to your doctor. It was the moment we told the universe, we refuse to suffer. What do you think? Would you have the courage to undergo surgery in 1840? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to Turning Point. See you in the next one.